This dieting myth is so common that it's become a part of our general culture, but it needs to go. I'm going to tell you why and what you can do instead. So the myth I'm talking about is that counting your calories is the best way to lose weight and be healthy. And this comes from the whole idea that weight loss is just calories in versus calories out. And I'm sure you've heard that phrase over and over again or seen it on a Pinterest board or something. We always hear this, that you just need to eat a little less, move a little more, and that's the key to weight loss. Now, it is true that if you count your calories meticulously and religiously, it can be a way to lose weight pretty quickly because you're really monitoring everything that's going on, and the pounds do tend to drop when you do that. But that is not the whole story. Calorie counting can be really bad for you. The thing is, when you're counting calories to lose weight or even maintain your weight, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be healthier. Because with calorie counting, it's not about how healthy or unhealthy a food is, it's all about the calories. Now, you might tend to eat a little healthier just because the healthier foods tend to be lower in calories. Think of like broccoli or cauliflower. They're really not going to count for that much when you are adding everything up. So you might eat more of those foods because it allows you to eat more overall. But at the same time, foods that are very healthy, like an avocado, might get kicked out of people's diets just because they're higher in calories. And if we go along with this, the same thing can happen when you're making a choice between two meals at, say, a restaurant, because one item might be healthier as far as it has healthier overall ingredients, but if it's higher than calories, a lot of times people will choose a less healthy option just because it fits better within their calorie range. So in the end, this isn't promoting health. It's not helping you to be a healthier person as much as it is just helping you to micromanage your food and lose weight by eating less. The other thing about calorie counting is it puts you in a place where you're ignoring your hunger and fullness cues that your body naturally gives you, and instead relying on some external measure, the overall calorie count, to decide if and when you should eat and how much you should eat. But the thing is, how much you should eat is not as simple as one calorie number. Our bodies aren't machines. Things change every single day that affect how much food we need. Maybe you got more sleep today than you did the night before, or maybe yesterday you were sitting down all day, but today you're running around doing errands and being more active. Maybe you're going through a period where you have a lot more stress, or maybe it's that time of the month, or maybe you're getting in more exercise now than you were the week before. All these factors come into play and affect how much food our body needs. So setting one calorie count for every single day just isn't going to cut it, because no 2 days are going to be the same. And oftentimes when you're counting calories, you're actually forcing yourself to ignore your hunger and fullness cues. I know when I've counted calories in the past, there have been days where I have met my calorie count of how much I was supposed to need, or even exceeded it, but I've still felt hungry. But instead of listening to my body and allowing myself to eat something to nourish myself, I just try to ignore it because I knew that I'd hit the number, so I was done for the day, and it didn't matter if my body was telling me that I was hungry or not. Then on the flip side, there could be some days where maybe you feel totally satisfied with your meals, you're feeling great, you feel full, but you're under your calorie count for the day. And so you get in your mind, well, I can have something a little extra. Maybe I'll eat more than I'm hungry for because it's allowed within my calories. And so on these days, you're actually overeating from what your body is telling you that it needs. And when you're restricting yourself in this way, it can also lead to binge eating later on. When I have counted calories in the past, there have been days when I have been so hungry, but I've just been pushing through, denying myself the things that I wanted and the things that I needed. And it all led to a day where I just went crazy. I had this ravenous hunger that I just couldn't satisfy anymore, and my willpower and my mental capacity just couldn't fight the physical hunger that I was feeling, and it all just got blown out of the water. I just ate whatever I could, and it was a lot of times foods that were very unhealthy, and it was all due to this period of restricting that led to a binge later on. And that's the other thing about counting calories. It can really start to lean into disordered eating behaviors. It can lead to an obsession with food, and it can make it so that you can't enjoy your everyday life because you're focused on the food so much, and how many calories are in this and how many calories are in that, and can I eat this and can I eat that? And that should not be a part of your everyday life. You should be able to go out and go to a restaurant with your friends and not worry that you can't get access to the calorie information. You should be able to go to a party and enjoy a piece of cake if you are hungry for it because it's your friend's birthday. And in the end, counting calories every single single day is just not a normal behavior. Having to measure everything and record everything and weigh everything, that is not what we are supposed to be doing. That is not a normal way to live your life. And that can be really hard for some people because you can really drop weight and maintain weight if you are meticulous about your calories. But the other negative consequences and the fact that it makes you overall unhealthy is not a good thing. And sometimes it comes down to the fact that maybe you just need to listen to what your body needs. Maybe you'll be 10 pounds heavier than you could be if you were counting every single thing. But it's so much more worth it to maybe have the 10 pounds on you that your body wants and to be able to go out, enjoy time with your friends, enjoy your life, and not think about everything that you're eating, and to put yourself in that mental box where you can't do what you want to do and you're not listening to what your body is telling you. Now, with all of that said, that's not to say that counting calories can't be helpful when used properly. Maybe if someone is trying to start eating healthy and they just have literally no idea what's going on, no idea what they're eating, maybe it's a good idea to write down what they eat in a typical day and add it up, and just to see kind of where they're at. Are you eating 11,000 calories a day? That for the majority of people is gonna be way too much. So to give you that ballpark range of what a normal portion looks like, or what would probably be the right amount of food for you, I think doing that is fine. But to use it as an everyday method to figure out what you should eat, how much you should eat, and when you should eat, it's just not a good idea. So instead of counting calories, listen to your hunger and fullness cues. Listen to what your body is telling you, because your body knows what it needs. And in a way, this can be more challenging than counting calories because it requires you to go a little deeper and really pay attention to what's going on rather than just living your life by a number. But it gives you the freedom to do what you want to do and live your life and not be boxed in by some arbitrary calorie number that was spit out on a calculator on some random website. I know you. I know what you're doing. So that's the calorie counting myth busted. I hope you liked this video, and let me know in the comments, have you ever counted your calories and what was your experience, both positive and negative? And if you're new to my channel and you want more healthy eating tips and nutrition info and healthy recipes, then make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I want to show you how to do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.